How's that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me in the house? You should be able to now. Can you just confirm? Someone in chat, can you please say if you can hear me now, please? Otherwise, I'm not going to speak anymore. Right, you can. Cool. Right, we are back again for another live review. How is everybody in chat? Yeah, I thought I'd do a little afternoon one. I've just had a week off, so yeah, I didn't want to take over the living room tonight. So while the coast is clear, we're going to do a little live this afternoon. Might go on for an hour and a half, 2 hours, depends how we are all feeling. So how is everyone doing? I'll scroll to the top and give some people a few little shouty outies. So we've got 24 in at the moment. That's awesome. If everyone in here can please hit the thumbs up icon, please, because yeah, people forget to do that, but it's good for the analytics if you do that. It helps me out a lot. So if you can hit the thumbs up icon, even if you aren't commenting or anything, I'd be much appreciated, guys. So thank you very much. Right, let's have a look at the top then. So we've got Tammy, Simon62. Hey up, Mike, how you doing, buddy? I'm good, thanks, Simon. Nice to see you in here, bud. We got Ash, we got Russ Knight. We got Crystal, Resident Spanner. How you doing, buddy? Who else have we got? Not many talkers at the moment. We got Subhome Silver Reviews, DNA 75C Dovpo Odin Minion Variant RDA in single call. Right, so yeah, I usually ask what you're vaping on. So if you want to put that in chat, crack on. Right, Jackie McCutcheon, how you doing? We've got a plus V2 mesh deck on Venenino, Aegis Solo with the Kylie M. Paul Winstanley, how you doing, brother? Blazing Vapes, good afternoon, mate. UK motherfucking Vapester is in the house. What's up, buddy? I am Damo Suzuki, QP, quality stuff. Looking forward to this one. Nice one, brother. Who else did I see earlier on? Don't know if I shout him out. Don't want to miss anyone out. I know what you're like out there. Simon's vaping on the Aspire mix with the Brunhild MTL RTA, BCL drum tobacco. Nice one, buddy. Nick Jode, how you doing, bro? Hopefully I'm not muted anymore. Chasing Clouds and Flavour. No sound. Yeah, apologies for that. I had it set up so you could hopefully hear the music, but I had the mute on my microphone. Forgot to turn it back on. Benjamin Randall. What's up, buddy? Odin DNA with the Cree RTA with cornbread pudding. Nice one, buddy. Everyone else, what are you vaping on? I'll tell you what I'm vaping on at the moment. We have got the Juggernaut V2 with the Tree of Life Box Mod Dual Parallel 21700 mod. Review for both of these is on the channel. Admittedly, the Juggernaut V2 one is about 2 hours 30 because it was last week's live. But check out the channel if you want these. Just have a quick puff. It's like a champion, this one. I've got a 0.13 on there at the moment. So we've got that. Got a cheeky glass of Thatcher cider as well. What is everyone else vaping on? What's up, Tom Radio Exact? Just move that down a bit. Right, other things we're vaping on. We have the Aspire Nautilus kit here, GT kit with the Glint mod. Lovely tank this, 1.8 ohm cools in this one. We got some Just Jam Summer Blackcurrant, made up to 6 milligram. In the Juggernaut V2, we've got Just Jammy Strawberry, which I got from eLiquid Flavour Concentrates. .uk. Got it for £8 for the 250ml shotty thing, so you get 50ml of e-liquid in there. Have I got the bottle somewhere? This little bad boy here. So I've got that for £8. Put your own VG and own nick in it, and you've got 250ml of juice. I think the recommended retail is $9.99 for that, or you can get the smaller one for about a little bit cheaper. But basically, it is just jam, strawberry. Don't think they're doing any other flavours, but nice cost-effective way of getting your favourite juice. Right, we're also vaping on the clutch, Dovpo clutch, with signature tips and mic vapes, of course. This is a single 21700 mech, and here we are. We've got I think we've got a Molicel P42A in there, and we've got the Go for Vape Double Up RTA, single core RTA, probably my favourite single core RTA, and the review is a written review on my website if you want to check this one out, my tank of 2019. So on the website, I'll just put it in chat for you. I haven't updated it much recently, but there are a couple of written reviews on there. Just put that in. Can't bloody write. There you go. There's my website in chat if you want to check that out. I've got a couple of written reviews on there. We've also got my Instagram feed. All of my videos should be on there in sections for different genres if you want to check out my website. Thank you very much, guys. That is the Go for Vape Double Up RTA, mate. It's an underrated one. Not many reviewers reviewed it, but I have done the written review, and I've just posted the link to my website, and you can find it on there, the review for that. Right, let's read out some of what you're vaping on then. Yes, Nick, it was a very nice break, mate. Just a 2-night break in Warwick and Stratford-upon-Avon. Went to see Shakespeare's Grave and Warwick Castle, so had some fun there. What's up, Chasing Clouds and Flavour Reviews, mate? Right, so Benjamin's vaping on Odin DNA with the Cree RTA Cornbread Pudding. I've already read that out. Ash is the Aegis Legend, and the Plus V2 is going to use the Odin 250C and the Voltro V3 tomorrow. Rufus has retracted a message, one that was in there. What's up, James? James Story. Hope you're all doing well, brother. Nice to see you in here. Thanks for joining me, mate. Rufus is on the Pioneer on Alton Wicket. Russ Knight, loving the ether on the mixed great setup, mouth to lung setup. Yeah, I haven't got the ether yet, but I'm hearing some good reports about it. BVC calls. Yes, they are BVC in the Nautilus, mate. 1.8 ohm ones. Cracking tank. Cracking mod, single 18 650 mod, but it's perfect for mouth to lung at about 10.5 watts. Good battery life and a good chip in it. Right, Crystal's got the Hammer of God XL with the Valhalla Hellgate RDA with some fogging out with the Batman E-Lick. I bet you are fogging out the room with that setup, Chris. Right, Tom's on the new Watofa Next mod Dura. I've not heard of that one, actually. Is that side-by-side one, Tom? Hard to find the Go for Vape. Yes, it is very hard, but I think you might be able to get it on their website, Simon, but I can't guarantee. You're going to have to get it from China, if anywhere. Just got to do your Google feel on that one, I'm afraid. I've only got this one. I've only got one glass tank for it as well. I had the other one and smashed it, so I'm hating it. If I break the tank for this, I'm buggered. All right, Sam Andros, want to try a sub-ohm tube kit just for ease, walking down the shop. Stock calls, have you got any recommendations, mate? Top reviews, I'm a new viewer. Cheers, Sam. Sub-ohm tube kit. Right, just for ease, walking down the shop. Stock calls. Right, I haven't got many tube kit ones, but I did review the Dovpo Armour Cod. That was a good little tube mod. It's like a semi-mechanical, but it's not really. It's regulated. And the Zeus X mesh sub-ohm tank is the one that I rate at the moment. I don't buy many sub-ohm tanks, but the Zeus X sub-ohm tank is a really good one, or the Falcon King, or the Falcon, one of the Falcons by Horizon Tech. That's the, but recently Lisa likes her sub-ohm tanks, and the Zeus X sub-ohm tank. You can even get the kits, get the Aegis Max. It's not tube, but this is the Aegis Max mod, and you can put it on there. I haven't got the tank out here, mate, so I can't show you. But yeah, Aegis Max kit does have the Zeus mesh sub-ohm tank with it, so that would be my recommendation for you for a kit. But the only thing with it, though, you do have to buy a separate external battery, a 21700 battery. So you're going to have to get yourself a charger and get yourself some batteries. And I recommend Molicel P42As, but you do want to buy a dedicated charger. Just see if I can get my nails in here and show you what I mean. Can't get it out. But failing that, sub-ohm silver reviews, Twister kit, that is a good one actually. I've got the Twister, I gave it away, the original Twister. But this one's an external battery mod, this Aegis Max, but it's a cracking device. But like I say, Molicel P42A or Samsung 30Ts or Samsung 40Ts if you want to venture down that road of single 21700 mod. But you need to get yourself a dedicated external battery charger. And I've got the, I think it's the X-Tar, can't remember what it's called, but it's got 8 bays on it, and that one works very well. So yeah, either that or, like I say, other reviewers are in there. We got Neil Sub-Ohm Silver. He recommends the Twister kit. I must admit, I had the original Twister and it was very good. Right, I'm on the Dripping Dessert range by Exceptional Vapes. That's Neil, Sub-Ohm Silver Reviews. Check out Sub-Ohm Silver Reviews channel. We've also got Simon62. He's got a YouTube channel as well, if you want to check out some other reviewers. Tammy's on the Freemax Twister, or says it's great anyway. And Jackie McCutcheon is back. Right. Couple more puffs and we'll get on with the actual review then, guys. So we got 27 in the house. Big love to everyone that's joining me on a 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Let's have a couple of puffs. The Watofos like the Vape Aegis X 200 watt, only better. I haven't seen that mod actually, Tom. That's quite some statement there saying it's better than the Aegis X though. David Chuk, it'd probably be built about 8 o'clock, mate. Nice one for popping in, buddy. Ash is on the Purple Slush by Darkstar, really nice juice. Right, I've got some other juice here actually in the Gopher Vape. It's called Pocket Fuel. I got this from the e-cigarette company, TECC. Black Ice it's called. It's not too bad. It's like an aniseed blackcurrant type thing. It's not as good as your Kerno Black or Zeus Black Reloaded, but this is another one. This is what we're going to be putting in the Gata today. But that Pocket Fuel isn't too bad. I got it on a bit of a deal. Got 25% off. If you haven't tried it, Country Crowd's juice is amazing. Their cornbread pudding, strawberry cornbread pudding is a great all-day vape. Yeah, I know Mike Vapes likes his Country Crowd's juice. I've seen it. I'm more of a fruity vaper myself, though, Benjamin. I bet you reside in the US of A, mate, like in your desserty vapes. Should make it 4:20, laugh out loud, be on time then, ha ha. Yeah, but basically, because I'm not really doing any live shows at the moment, I'm integrating the lives in with the reviews. So I'm hoping people just want to hang out, have a little bit of a chat as well as having the reviews. But do let me know in the comments if you don't think that this format is working. But For me, it's great because I haven't got loads of time anymore to do reviews. I can get a review out and I can do a live show at the same time. So happy days. So if you don't mind, this is what I'm going to continue doing for the time being. I'll probably do some proper reviews as well, but I think it worked last week. We've got over 750 views. So it was really good show last week. Really enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit earlier today, but the trouble is when I do a live review, I take up the whole kitchen area and everything. Otherwise, we're going to have my two stepsons, Lisa, coming out, making dinner and stuff like that. So, you know, happy compromise. So keeping the wife happy. And so I thought I'd do an afternoon one today. Everyone's out of the room and we can just get on with it. But I'm getting a little bit hot. I'm going to open the window. Yeah, so do bear with me. Yes, it's not going to be a 20-minute review. It's not going to be a 5-minute review. It's probably going to be more like an hour and a half, 2-hour review. But we will get on with it very shortly. No worries, Jackie. Right, now for the R bit. Getting on to the review. Anyone who is just joining us, hello and big love to all for tuning in to MF Vape on a Saturday afternoon, Saturday the 29th of August 2020. And what a year we've had, eh? Feels like the year's just whizzed by, doesn't it? Cheers, Simon. No worries, bro. Right, so let's get on with it then. Right, today we have got the QP Design Gata RTA. This one is a single coil affair and you can run it in direct to lung or mouth to lung. And let's go down to the table and have a quick look at it. Do bear with me when we go down to the table. I might not be able to see all your comments, so we'll just crack on. So let's go down and hope it works. There we go. Right, let's just drag that over there. Saturday morning for you, Benjamin, eh, mate? Right, so here we are then. We're down at the table. We've got the Gata RTA, 2-in-1 RTA by QP Design. Quick look around this box then. Flip style box as ever. You can have black or stainless. I'm not sure if they've got other versions at the moment. That's what I've got. There's a look there if you want to have a look at that. Just see if I can. Right, so there we go then. We've got 24 diameter, single coil, 2 airflow rings, and it just gives you the contents and all of that. So we'll just crack it open now. I need one of them Cool Master build mats. I've had that years, mate. But yeah, it's all right. But there's a load of writing all over it. So it's not always great for doing it. But Waterfow's done everything Geekvape has done, but better, and is waterproof. Fingertip responds better. Bright screen sun. What? I love my Geekvape one, mate. This Aegis Max as well, fully waterproof. The Aegis X is fully waterproof as well, mate. So Waterfow have copied them, if anything. I haven't even had any tea yet. Right, anyway, here it is. We've opened it up. Gata. And we've got the authentication card. Serial number 976. This is the genuine product. You get your little QP Design sticker there. And you get your little user manual. Or something like that. Anyway, it's all in a number of languages for you. Right, you get 2 airflow inserts here. We'll have a look at those in a minute. Usual bag of goodies. We've got flathead screw. We've got a fucking hell, what they call hex screw, and we've got lots of O-rings, and we do get a little spare Ultim insert for your mouth to lung mode. Let's get that over there. Right, you also get 2 Manx. Good morning, Rob from Vancouver. Right, there's usually an airflow ring on here, but I just wanted to show you. This is in mouth to lung mode at the moment, and you just see down the bottom, we have got the... Right, there's the air intake on here. We haven't put the airflow insert AFC ring on, but we've got an O-ring around there. There's also the hole there. When you've got mouth to lung mode on, I'll show you in a minute, you can just dial it down. Because we've got direct to lung as well, we can have the larger one open. Right, on the bottom, can't see a lot there. Let's see if I can zoom in. Here you go, in-trade concepts. A lot of writing on there. Gata RTA, peak insulate. We've got QP's logo there. Another bloke, I'm not quite sure who he is. But we do have a nice protruding 510 pin. So this one is hybrid safe. If you want to use this on a hybrid mechanical device, you can do so. But always check that your 510 pin, positive pin, is protruding by about 1 millimeter. Make sure that the peak insulator is in there as well. Right, so let's put the correct ring on. So you'll notice here, this is the mouth to lung ring here. We've got 3 holes on there. You can't really see because it's in black. But if I put my finger in there, you might be able to. So there's your big hole, middle hole, and small hole. I should have written down the sizes of them. I can't remember what they are, but I think it's something like 1.8, 1.5 and 1 or something like that. But I will, hopefully someone in chat, one of my mods, can find out what size they are. I can't bloody remember. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, let's put that on here. It does go a particular way round, and I do believe it's this way round. So just twiddle it round so you can get it on. There are some grooves on here. Just notice there's a little groove, and there is on the AFC ring as well. Right, this is a bit of a con, to be honest, with this AFC ring. Is that on? Right. It's very hard to see what hole you've got selected, but basically you twiddle it round just like that. Because we've got the black one, it's really hard to see. But there is a little marker on here somewhere. God, I should get my glasses out again. I've got that on slightly wrong. Excuse me, guys. For fuck's sake. I can't see shit. Let's put the light on. Oh dear, anyone that's joining us. Right, let's try and get that up to there. There you go. Just notice that little ridge there. That shows you what hole you've got it on. So you can just spin it round. There's your smallest hole. There's your medium. There's your big one. There you go. So we got the biggest hole. Right, so that is the mouth to lung tank. We've got a 510 drip tip on here. Just seen that Black Panther has died, David sent. So you can put your own 510 drip tips on here. Take that off. Have a look at the chimney. Right, this is like an all-in-one piece here, this one. So it is like a plastic, some sort of a POM or something like that. This chimney does undo, but it's connected to like plastic threading on there with an O-ring down the bottom. So I don't really suggest undoing it. I don't know if you're supposed to, but it will undo if you want to for cleaning and all of that. So that is your mouth to lung tank there. If you want dimensions for it, let's get out the thingy. Right, let's get out the old calipers. Zero that. Right, top to bottom with the drip tip with 40mm. 23.9 at the base. So of course you can put your own drip tips on there. 28.4 without the drip tip. So that is the mouth to lung mode. So we'll put that to one side. Quick look inside the chimney there. So you got the usual banking going on. And the bore, you might be interested in the size of that. So 4.5mm. So it's quite a wide bore really for a mouth to lung. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But that is mouth to lung. I have used it. Very good flavour and all the rest, but I prefer this in DTL, which is what we've got with this one here. So there's the chimney with the direct to lung. 510 fit in drip tip again. Quick look inside of that one. So a little bit wider the bore. Let's just get the calipers in there. So we've got 5.74 there. Just go inside of here. 6.16, do that again. Yeah, so just over 6mm for the bore with the direct to lung one. So put that on there just like that. Forgot to say, with this cap here, when you've got it in mouth to lung mode, you have to basically take the tank off and fill around the edges. So you get your bottle of juice and you literally have to fill around the edge because it's like bottom fill with that, which is a little bit of a con. It might take a while. You have to basically go around the whole edge, try not to get any down the middle because otherwise it will piss out all over your hands and all over the floor. But that is that. I got this for the direct to lung mode anyway. So here's the chimney with this one. So we've got a 6mm bore. Put it back together, give you a couple of measurements with this one as well. Right, with the drip tip, we're basically 44mm, and obviously we're 24 at the base still. Without a drip tip on, we are just under 35mm. So quite short and stubby, not the smallest one in the world, but that is what we're looking like with the shorty mode. Right, this has got a bayonet style fitting on there. We've got the Gata logo on there. You can't really see it because it's in black, which is good. We've got off or on there. This is a bayonet fitting. We've got the lovely, I think this glass does come off if you want it to. O-ring around the top, make sure you don't lose that. And we have got a nice bit of engraving for the QP Design logo on the chimney. This one comes off as well, and we've got metal threads this time, which is much better. So get that on. You don't get a spare glass, but you do get your spare mouth to lung mode one. So that is that. Right, let's just put this back on and show you how the top fill works on this. Right, so just grab it, bring it towards you, quarter turn. We've got a little bit of liquid in there, sorry about it. We've got a couple of O-rings. Is there one around that top? I think there's one around here. Not sure if that is one there, but basically, because it's a bayonet, anyone who's new to vaping here, it's not on threads, but we've got like notches here, and they correspond with the cutout pieces on your cap here. So just get my stand on there, just confirm that bore down the middle. So just over 6mm still. So we've got nice massive juice filling ports, so you can fill around the edges. Don't fill down the center because that's where the airflow goes. All right, put your top cap on, just twiddle it around and then quarter of a turn the other way. Right, let's get the deck out then. Good afternoon, everyone who's just joining me. thanks for tuning in. Sorry I'm not keeping up with chat. We will go back up top very shortly. But here is the deck. I'm just going to take this coil out because yet again I'm unprepared and didn't realise there was one in there. Right, these are hex style screws with this one, guys. I will zoom in on this in a minute. I just want to take that coil out. Let's get it on the old Aegis X, because we'll be building this one very shortly. Right, forgot to say, fuck's sake, mate. When you've got it in direct to lung mode, you can take this bottom ring off. That comes off. Just like that. Put that to one side because we're not using the mouth to lung today. And here you'll notice we've got the Cyclops style slots there. Oh fuck it, I can't measure it, it's too awkward. But anyway, it's probably about 8mm or something like that. So when you put it on, that bit goes down the bottom, you just notice there. So when you're doing it in mouth to lung, you want to sort of put the airflow ring in and use this single hole here. When you're doing direct to lung, you want to do it so put it on so you can use the Cyclops hole. And we have got stoppers, you just see there. So we can just open it up and you can adjust it down to your heart's content. It only comes in on the one side, which is unusual for a single coil direct to lung, but that's how that airflow works. So we'll keep that one on there now. Look at this deck. Nothing earth shattering going on here with this deck, guys, but basically we've got post this deck, we've got a peak insulator, surrounds the positive. So the coil legs, one over here and one over there. So this is your negative and this is your positive. Another thing I need to show you. Right. This little bad boy here, you notice we've got an Ultim insert. This is to put it in mouth to lung mode, because you can just see there it reduces the bore a little bit. I think it's, let's have a look, see if I can measure it. It's about 1.5mm I'm measuring on there. So if you want to take it out and put it in direct to lung, it's a little bit of a bugger to do, but it does come out. It's not going to come out now, is it? Because I'm live review. And it flicks out, and you probably got lost then. Yeah, so that is now lost, which is fucking brilliant. But I have got a spare in the thingy for you. So now you can just see there we've got a much larger hole. So the air is coming in through that bottom slot there, and then it's coming out under your hole. So like with the insert in, you're getting about 1.5mm. This one looks to be about 3. About 2.3mm. So it's not the biggest opening. Where the fuck did that insert go? Anyway, that is probably lost for good. Which is bloody typical, isn't it? You do a live review and you lose your bloody insert. Anyway, for the time being, I'm going to go up top just to say hello. And we'll do that little build in a minute because, I need a breather. So that is it. It goes from mouth to lung to direct to lung, just like that. And so let's have a look. Who else has joined us then? Got AVC Reviews in the house. How are you doing, Kieran? Already seen David. How are you doing, mate? I can actually read that, MFA. Glad to hear it, bro. Sinen, I don't usually do RTAs because they were always so fussy. I squonk instead. I haven't tried an RTA in 5 years. Have they got better about Wicking? It's not the RTAs that are fussy, mate. It's the person who's using them. You just got to learn how to wick. But yeah, they are a little bit easier than they used to be fair. This one's piece of piss to wick. Some are easier than others. But yeah, it's all about trial and error, mate. You've got to thin out the cotton a lot. And it's just, it's practice. So that, I've used RTAs most of my life other than RDAs. I prefer RTAs. My mouth-to-lung tank of the Gata separated after 3 weeks. Contact the QP and made multiple, never heard back. You might be better off going to the place you bought it from. I have to do some mixing today. Yeah, I did some the other day, but I tend to go for liquids that are basically got their concentrates, but you fill up your PG and Nick and let it steep for a few days, and then you're good to go. Because yeah, I was finding I was making some pretty crap mixes up. It is shit with the insert. You're right, Fee, but with direct to lung, it works much better. Yes, it does work better without it, but I put it in there just for the fact that I did try it out for a few days in mouth to lung as well, and it does work very well indeed. How you doing, M. Fiona? Nice to see you in chat. Big love to you and your good man, Ian. All right, you're actually reviewing drum tobacco e-liquor. That sounds good. That's what I used to smoke, that is, Simon. Yeah, the insert is shite, so I probably won't even care that I've lost it. But let's have a couple of puffs. Anyone else wants a dual coil RTA? This is Top Airflow, the Juggernaut V2, and I reviewed it last week in last week's live review. We've got it on the Tree of Life box mod dual parallel 21700 device. So check out the review for that one. Tree of Life box mods, QP Design, Juggernaut V2. They're both on the channel. ELFC's way to go. Just banging your nick and VG shake. Job done. None of this measuring crap with a syringe. It is, Ash, and to be honest, you're getting 250ml of juice for about a tenner. If you buy a 5 litre bottle or whatever, 10 litre bottle of VG, get some 72 milligram nicks, nicotine solution. I bought about 4 litres of it about 6 years ago, and I've still got about 2 litres of it left. So you can still buy it over here, but you're supposed to be a business, but there's ways around it. This Juggernaut V2 is now my daily banger. I love it. The flavour is awesome. It does take a day or so for the cotton to bed in, but once it does, that strawberry is absolutely popping. It might take a little bit longer than other bottom airflow tanks, but once it beds in that cotton, the flavour is awesome. Right, let's crack open another little Thatcher's Gold, my tipple of choice. You used to smoke drum as well. Nice one, Simon. Yeah, that'd be interesting to try that out then. The trouble is, I hate the smell of cigarettes and that these days, but it'd be interesting to try out that liquid. we'll get onto this build very shortly. Should stand behind your product. All right, making chili. Talk about how great of a company stand-up guy Phil is. I'm not quite sure who you're talking about there. Right, Tom, if you could rate the QP compared to the top 5 RTA MTLs, what would that be? I'm going to do my conclusions later on, mate. We're still doing the review, Tom. So if you wouldn't mind hanging on, we'll do the build and then we'll do my final thoughts. But if you want this for mouth to lung, I wouldn't bother. This is better for direct to lung, put it that way. So it won't make my top 5 mouth to lung RTAs. That is a spoiler alert. Right, can't wait for my Juggernaut V2. I was after the original for a while, but since QP Design released the GP Cologne V2, I had to order one. Yes, Ash, I don't think you'll be disappointed. It looks awesome. You can have it in bubble tank mode or you can have it in straight glass. It looks good in both. Mixing has become a huge part of my life, actually. I up to 850 flavour concentrates. Nice one, Sin. Enjoy it, mate. I used to do a lot of mixing as well, but I just like buying basically concentrates and putting my own VG in these days. It's just quicker and easier for me. Right, let's get on to this build then, guys. Don't all tune off just because I'm doing a build. Appreciate everyone that's in here. We've got 35 watching today, Saturday afternoon. QP Design Gata, and we're going to do a single core rebuild now. So everyone who's in chat, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon, please. It really does help with the analytics of the channel. So thank you for that. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this, you want to see some more, please go down, hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification too, and you'll be notified of all my latest reviews when I'm going live. Right, so let's go back down to the table. Right, so I've already released my buttons. Let's get the focus back in. Something like that. It's not going to be perfect, but it's good enough for jazz. Right, get all your bits and pieces together. Carry on talking amongst yourself, guys. Here we go then. Right, we're doing single direct to lung build today. As ever, we've got Nature Vape calls because he does provide the calls for my channel. Check out naturevape.co.uk if you want to get them. These are mass-produced calls, but they're pretty good for what they are. Right, today we're just using a little one, a dual call parallel fused Clapton call. Is that going to focus? There you go. 28 gauge plus 28 gauge with a 38 gauge outer wrap. Stainless steel 316L, which should come out to 0.38, but it's not going to because I've made it into a 4 wrap because this is quite a small hole. I'm just using a 4 wrap for this one. So here's what the core looks like, a nice little fused Clapton for you. Not bad at all. Like I say, for mass-produced calls, they're pretty darn good. Right, the one that I've got, I've pre-cut it already. The one that I have been using is a little alien we've had in here all week. I cut it at 6.5mm on the I think it's either 6.5 or 6 milligrams, using the trusty old Coily tool. This comes in handy if you want even leg lengths, if you're using postage sticks, which is what this is. Forgot to say, this is your wicking ports on the side here. I like to leave them nice and short with this one, so you just have it poking through here. Should do it that way around, really. Both sides. So there's your little grub screws on this side. So you've got little hex style grub screws, and I've already loosened them when we took that other coil out. Right, so grab your coil, just slip it in there like that. Get yourself a little coiling rod, and on the Coil Master tool, I think it's the smaller one. Wrong one. There you go, you can just about feel it now. Don't go too mad with it, but you want to have that nice and tight. But it depends how thick your coils are. You can use round wire if you want. I just prefer using complex coils myself. So get your little Allen key, tighten it up, keep your coiling rod in place, stop it getting deformed. It won't deform it anyway because the screws are coming in like that. So you don't even need a coiling rod. That is that. Put that to one side. Yes, Tom, I do hope you're on the mend, mate. It's nice to see you in live chat, mate. Big love to you. Right, there's your coil then. Literally, because we've got bottom airflow with this one, guys, you haven't got anything coming from the side or anything like that. So as long as you've got your coil in there and underneath the coil, underneath the airflow, you can't really go wrong. I like to pull it up just a little bit, just like that. The one thing you need to bear in mind is, if you have it too far up, you're in danger of touching the chimney and then you'll get a short circuit. So any newbies watching in here, I just cut it at 6mm on the Coily tool and that was fine. Just have a look from the side here. So we got 2 or 3mm underneath. You can experiment what heights you want to, but I find it works perfectly well like that. So make sure that's over the top of the airflow. Turn your mod on. If you just notice there, we've got 0.36 ohms, about to be expected. Bed the coil in now, so this is where you want to get rid of all your hot spots. Make sure it's glowing evenly from the inside out. You'll see if there are any hot spots when we fire it up. I've got it at 37. Just give it a couple of little strums. I also like to put it out slightly, give it a light spacing. Everyone does it differently, but this works for me. It's probably a few too many watts, actually. Should do it about 20. There you go. Just spaced it just like that. And there we go. Glowing evenly from the inside out. And then we can let that cool down and put some cotton in it. I could build my own aliens if I have to, but rather not. Yes, mate, I haven't got time to do all that. I'm full-time work in accountancy. I haven't got time to build coils or do things like that. So it's nice to just buy juice. I still like to mix my juice, but I don't like really mixing all the flavours together. So I'm just going to use a bit of Muji. It's a bit crap, this is, but it'll be all right. It's only a 2.5. Actually, that's a 3mm in the diameter we've got in there. You can use 2.5s if you want. But that's about the amount I use, just less than a centimetre. Pull off the outer edges. I've actually got Muji in here, even though it's in a cotton thread pouch. But I do use pre-bought cotton as well, but in my RTAs I like to use a good old piece of Muji because it works very well. It doesn't get quite so... Have I got enough cotton in here? I've just remembered it because you've got quite big filling ports on it. Right, I like to cut this rather short, to be honest. So if you just rest your scissors on the edge of the deck there, like that. Still might be a bit too long, actually. We can always sort it out again. Right, anyone who's just joining us, welcome. We're just doing a little bit of a live build here. Got some Muji cotton in here. We got the Gata RTA, and we're doing it in DTL mode. Give it a little bit of light raking. Don't need to go too mad with this one because it's not too bad, this Muji, actually. It's not... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Right, now for the fun part. I made this too short. I might have made that a little bit too short, but it should be alright, because once you put juice on it, the weight of it will keep it down. Like I say, I like to leave a gap under there, because if you've got gap under there, the juice will, it's got more room to flow, and it will be drawn up via the capillary reaction of the cotton. There you go. Let's get a bit of juice on it. Juice does expand with cotton as well, indeed, Neil. Right, we've got some Kerno Black here. This is another concentrate you can buy. I got it from, I think it was Nom Noms actually, because they had a 20% off. There we go, we've got some vapors going on. Right, just finishing touches. Looks alright to me. You can do it longer if you want, especially if you're doing it in mouth long, you could have it slightly longer the legs. I'm quite happy with that. Anyway, let's get this threaded back on. Just nice and gently. Put it on like that. Nice and tight. Check the resistance, of course, because we've just put the top cap back on. It has been bedded in, so we've got 0.32 ohms going on now. Top cap, quarter turn back towards you. Get your e-liquid, put it around the side. You don't put it through the middle, guys. That's where the airflow is. You'll get a flooded out deck if you do that. Top cap back on. Just find the grooves. Quarter of a turn the other way. And there you are. Bob's your auntie's living lover. We've got the QP designed Gata RTA in direct to lung mode. We've got the airflow fully open. That was hard work. Let's go back up top. Right, so there you have it, guys. That is the Gata RTA, and we've just rebuilt it and called it up in direct to lung mode. And I hope you did enjoy the little build section there. believe me, it's not as easy as it looks doing this. We're live on YouTube, and it's very easy to get things wrong. I was quite proud of myself then. I think I've done a pretty good job. We'll soon see in a minute when I take a drag on how well it performs. But I'm just going to tidy this lot up a minute. Right, so I hope you're all doing well. I notice you're doing a little bit of chatting amongst yourself, which is awesome. Right, let's see how many we've got in chat. We've got 39 in on a Saturday afternoon. I'm very happy with that. Big love to each and every one of you. I love you all. Make sure you give the video a little thumbs up icon. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down. But if you do that, then you're a cretin. But yeah, if you do enjoy the video review, give it a little thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, get on that little subscribe button as well, which you can find below the video or above the video, the subscribe icon. You're not doing the Saturday night show anymore. It's only banter, mate. We have had discussions. It's just trying to get us all where we're available at the same time. It was supposed to be this weekend, but Mark can't make it tonight. That's why I'm doing a live review again. But I will have a word with Mark and Niche and Co. During the week, because we do need to work out when we're actually going to do it, if we are, or when we're actually going to do it again. But as far as I know, we are going to be coming back. What's up, Devil Vapor? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. You just missed the live build, mate, unless you were watching in the background, which is probably a good thing. But we have just built up the Gata RTA. I haven't had a puff on it yet, so this could be interesting. Right. Let's give this one a little toot then. 0.32, we've got it at 38 watts on the Aegis Max. Here we go. Flavor Town. One thing with this drip tip, it is very good at providing flavour, but it's not my favourite drip tip in the world. So we've obviously, it's wicking like a champion. We can get some more wattage on that. Right, 50 watts, 0.32 build. Here we go. It's wicking a bit too well. Like I say, you probably could have used slightly more cotton down there, but it will sort itself out in a minute. Just bear with me a sec. $60. That's better because I put loads of juice on it when I was building it. Just clearing it out now. I'm getting a bit of a nick hit from that. For the sake of argument, let's put it up to 70 watts. There you go, confirmation. Laugh out loud. Nah, sorry, dude. Was recording for this week. No worries, Dean. I appreciate you tuning in, bro. I know what it's like. I thought I'd do a little live review again because I've just been away for a few days. Haven't really got time to do proper reviews, so I thought I'd do a live review. Get live in at the same time. So big love to everyone that has joined me. So that's 70 watts, and it's keeping up like a champ. Right, 81. Here we go. For me, it's getting a little bit hot there. It's probably pushing it, but that sort of core that I've got in there. 75. To be honest, I rock this around 40 to 50 watts. So put it back to 40. We got it on 44 now. Let's just adjust the airflow down so you can hear that. That's one thing I found actually. It's hard to adjust the airflow with it connected to the mod. So we're just going to put it down a little bit. There you go, just on halfway now. Oh, you can just about do it. You just got to do it very tightly on there, but that one's just about a quarter. Put that down to about 35. There you go, it's bedding itself in now. There was a lot of turbulence going on, but back to halfway. Sorted itself out. So it is quite smooth, to be honest. There you go. Perfect. $40 watts. That's about where I like to use this one. Direct to lung mode. Right, Tony Glock, what's up, buddy? It's my favourite RTA is my QP Design Fatality M25 clone that I got off 3F Vape. The M25 is a good one, although I do like my Juggernaut V2 Authentic I've got here. I bought it from Le Petit Vapoteur in Le Francais in France. Took about 3 or 4 days to get from there. Free delivery. And I also got a little bit knocked off as well. They've got 20% off this weekend if you want to check it out as well. You can pick it up for about 45-50 euros, I believe. So if you want a Juggernaut V2, they've also got the Gata on there. I paid 41, but I got some loyalty points off as well. I think it's 41 euros you can get this for. And this weekend, 20% off. So you're going to get £8 off that, 33 euros, the Gata, and you're getting your mouth to lung bit and you're getting your direct to lung. Right, let's talk about it then. Can already give you a grade. Hope you choose same core when you reconnected that TC core. To be honest, mate, with stainless steel, it doesn't jump around that much, to be honest. It's on 0.32 and it's 0.33. It's basically the same as what it was. It doesn't really matter in my opinion, mate. If you're using nickel, it's a little bit different. Anyway, right, mouth to lung mode, which is this little bad boy here. So this is like a plastic tank, which is something I'm not overly keen of, but it's quite a sturdy plastic. It hasn't broken with the juice that I've been running through it. To be honest, QP products are built very well indeed. The threads are nice on here and it comes apart okay. Like I say, the only thing is it's sometimes hard to adjust the airflow, whether you got it in mouth to lung and direct to lung. But what you do know is it's solidly on there. Like the O-rings are very good. We get absolutely no leaking. We got bottom airflow on here. We got no leaking at all, and I haven't encountered any. But mouth to lung, I know I haven't done a build in mouth to lung, but that insert that went pinging earlier on, it's a loose mouth to lung, put it that way. But I suggest you put it on the lowest setting. If you want a tighter draw, you want to use the smaller hole on here, which I can't remember the size of it, but it's something like, it looks to be about 0.8 of a millimeter, to be honest. I could have a look on the website. I'll try and get that up in a minute for you. But mouth to lung mode, it's not really a true mouth to lung in my opinion, but the flavour is spot on even in mouth to lung, but it's more of a looser hit. I still prefer my Aries V2. You've got the K-Fun Mini, the K-Fun Lite, I should say. We've also got the Glas Mini I used to like before I fell out with Steam Crave, but it's still a decent tank. But the Aries V2 is one that I've recently reviewed. Not got it out here, but I suggest checking out that because you can pick them up for about $20 from China. And that is probably my favourite mouth to lung tank of the moment. Yeah, so we've got, yeah, it's fine, Adrian. Like I say, it's still reading 0.33. It'll jump about a little bit if you're doing that. Let's give you a few pulls. Take it back off. No call detected. Yeah, so it's jumped up to 0.348. So select hold down 3.3. Good point you said there, mate. Don't always remember all these things when you're on live, but it will vary a little bit if you're using stainless steel. But anyway, so mouth to lung, it's really good flavour, but it's not really giving like a true mouth to lung experience, in my opinion. It's a little bit loose. So it's like in between, like it's not really a tight mouth to lung. You can't really dial it down. Even with the smallest hole on it, it still feels a little bit loose. But in direct to lung, remember we've only got air coming from one side with this jobby, and yeah, which was a little bit peculiar at first because I did notice it as well. It felt a little bit strange. But now I've had it 2 or 3 weeks. I just really like it. Direct to lung mode this is, and we've got Kerno Black in it, which is basically a Zeus Reloaded clone, which is an awesome blackcurrant menthol aniseed type vape. And it really does come through with this in direct to lung. The flavour is absolutely popping. In fact, this is probably one of my favourite single core direct to lung tanks for flavour. The flavour is just exactly what you want it to be. Go for Vape Double Up has always been my favourite one. But to be honest, I'm thinking this one might be pipping it for flavour. So overall direct to lung mode, for flavour it gets a huge thumbs up. The airflow might not be the smoothest in the world because we're just relying on that 2.3mm hole underneath. We haven't got any honeycomb to smooth it out, but the flavour you get and the draw and the hit you're getting is really good. Yeah, like I say, Le Petit Vapoteur, you get €41. This weekend they have got a discount on. I'll look on my phone and give you that discount. If you want to head over there, if you spend over €30, €29.90, even to the UK, you can get 20% off. I'm not affiliated with them or anything. I bought this out of my own pocket, like I do with all my stuff these days. But if you want to go over to Le Petit, I'm not going to put the link in because I'm not sure you're allowed. It's something like that. Just type it into Google. Put that code in there at checkout. Even if you live in the UK, I'm not sure about other countries, but the UK, we're still in the EU as far as legalities go. We're still in the transition period, so there's no customs charges. I didn't get any customs charges anyway. If I looked on the government.gov.uk website the other day, and any trade between the EU is still, you're not going to get any customs charges. So what you pay is what you're getting, and it took about 3 or 4 days to arrive. And like I say, this weekend you're getting 20% off. So yes, it's about €33, £31, something like that. So free delivery. So I think it's a bargain. If you want it in MTL, if you haven't got mouth to lung tank and you want to use that, you can just use the tank that comes with it. And where's it gone? It's not in there. And it's a decent mouth to lung draw. It's just not the tightest in the world. So you purists out there probably won't like it. But if you're someone that likes a loose mouth to lung vape now and again, it's probably worth getting, because you're getting 2 tanks in one. And I think it's done a very good job. I'm an advocate really for just doing either mouth to lung or direct to lung, but it does do both. It's just better in direct to lung for me. Yeah, you don't get custom charges from China if you're lucky as well, but sometimes you might do. Right, we got 36 in the house. I'm still going to go on for a little while longer, another 20 minutes or so. That is the end of the review. I really like it. I pay for it out of my own wonga, and so what you get from an MF8 review is always honesty. Even if I've been sent it, I'll give you an honest review. So that is the end of the review, and we're going to now go on to questions and answers. If you want to ask me anything, please do so. We'll try and go on for another 20 minutes or so. If you've had enough, you can switch off now. If you want to stay and join me before your dinner, we've got another 20 minutes or so. So get your questions in now. Cheers, Tom. Big love, mate, and I hope you are feeling a lot better, buddy. Cheers, Daryl. Thank you, mate. I'd just like to ask once again, if you did enjoy the review, if you could please give the icon a little thumbs up button. It does help with the analytics. I know a lot of people get engrossed when you're in a live show, you forget to do it, but it does help out my channel, gets me up the search rankings and stuff like that. So I would very much appreciate it. Cheers. Right, other things we've got then. We've got the Aegis Max here. I am aiming to review this, just the mod only. Lisa's got the Zeus X sub-ohm tank as well. I might try and nab that off her and review that as well at some point. What else have we got? We got the Pyro here, Pyro V3 RDTA. Bought that from the Petit Vapoteur as well, actually. That's my go-to place at the moment. I'm getting some good deals from them, because the more you buy, the more you get points, so like points off. So this is the V3, Pyro V3. This is an RDTA. You've got the tank on the bottom, and it's basically like an RDA on top. But the flavour out of this is tremendous. If you like a nice higher wattage vape, you might like this one, and I will do the review at some point in the near future, hopefully. But there we go. That's what that one is looking like. Just nipping to Tesco for some Thatchers. Crack on, mate. Boxcar Rick, have a bloody good day. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Right, the Pyro V3. It might even be another live review, mate, next Saturday, to be honest. Because I've got to go back to work on Tuesday. If I get time over the weekend, I'll try and get some... I don't think I'm going to, though, because basically this is the communal living area in here, so I can't always just do reviews. So the Pyro V3 I might actually do next Saturday. We might do another little afternoon review session again. We've also got the Dan Vape Diamond mouth along here. I'm hoping to do that at some point. And another one is the Layer Cake, or the Cosmonaut V2, which is a little RDA I picked up for £9.99 on Custom Vapes, and that's a really nice little RDA as well. Obviously there is the Aegis Max box. We've still got a few bits in. I might even buy a couple of RTAs at the weekend. I'm seriously thinking of getting the Aston RTA, which I know that Kieran has endorsed. Let's get that mic a bit closer. I just realised I'm probably sounding crap. Nice one, Street Sleeper. Yeah, we'll try and knock that one out very soon for you. Top cap on variant RDA is tight. Just stabbed my finger trying to force it off. Had a meltdown, did I? Right, they still make good RDTAs. Thought that was over. No, they still do them, mate. Well, this one's been out for over a year, probably at least, but they are still doing them. Vapefly are doing the ones with the long steel rods on them, and there are still other. They're not as popular, admittedly, but that's why I got this one. Something a little bit different. And to be honest, the flavour out of it is absolutely banging. Just ordered the Pyro from Le Petit Vapoteur, £18 at the moment. Yes, Peter, and every time you order from them, you'll get points off as well. So if you spend 50 quid, you get £5 off your next purchase as well, which is what I've been doing. 20% off this weekend, guys. Rentree 20 if you want to go over there. Free promotion, but if a company treats you well, I don't mind shouting them out. But that's Le Petit Vapoteur. 20% off this weekend, guys. From France, but free delivery, no custom charges. I need a good old mouth-to-lung Skyline style RTA. Yeah, it's another one I haven't bought, mate, but I've got lots of good ones, mate. I've got the Devore, I've got the K-Fun Light Styly, I've got the K-Fun Prime, awesome. Doggy Style V2. I've got lots of decent mouth-to-lung ones, mate. Yeah, just not all on the channel, but I have got some of the older ones on there if you want to check them out. Yeah, that's one I've never picked up, the old Skyline. Any other questions, guys? Like, we'll carry on a little bit longer, but if people don't talk to me, I'm going to go. Let's have a little drag on the QP. Yeah, someone asked about It's Only Banter earlier. We are supposed to be bringing it back, but we need to get our arse in gear because people have always got an excuse saying they can't make it and whatever. But I am going to have a word with Mark this week and try and get it organised so it does come back soon if it is going to. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on that one. All right, so everyone's going then. We're not getting any interaction in the chat, so unless you start asking me things, we're going to go very shortly, guys. Favourite Floyd album, mate? To be honest, I have got all of them, but I probably haven't heard them all, mate. I like all of it, to be honest, buddy. Probably Dark Side of the Moon for me, to be honest. I like my electronic music. I used to do my own techno back in the mid-90s, early to mid-90s. I used sequencers, stuff like that. So I like the old all that sort of stuff. So I do like the old electronic music, and I did like Dark Side of the Moon. But I have got all of their albums. The real early stuff's good as well. What's it called? The Pipers of the... fucking can't remember what it's called now. Pipers at the Gate of Reason or something, isn't it? Do you DIY juice? I do, but I haven't done for a while. I've just been buying concentrates that are already made, like this one, Just Jammy flavour from E-Liquid Flavour Concentrates, where you put your own... PG in and put your own nic in, because I use 7.2% nicotine. I do it that way, but you can buy nic shots. But yeah, I've done it for most of my vaping life, which is about 6 or 7 years now. I like a good blackcurrant raspberry and lime, which is a flavour I introduced to Nature Vape, which is one of his biggest sellers on Nature Vape's website. He had a bit of a thing, like not a competition, but he was basically asking people what flavours they like in his chat, and I said mine, and he went out and made it with just what's it called, Jackrabbit vapes, and it is a nice juice that he made, but to be honest, a little bit too sweet for me. The one I made was from Darkstar. It was using Dark Arts flavors from Darkstar e-liquid, blackcurrant, raspberry and lime, but I've made loads of different flavors. I tend to stick to like one or two, like mixed together, like strawberry or something like that, maybe a bit of colada in there. I don't really have recipes like that, mate. I just I find something that I like, and then I use Vape Tool and put it in there. If I get the recipe correct, I don't really follow recipes off websites or anything. I'm not that hardcore into it. I literally get my flavors, put it together, and find out if I like it, and then store it in my Vape Tool recipe. What regulated squonk mod do you rate? The best squonk mod I've got is the Topside Carbon by Dovpo and TVC, but the regular one's still good. Topside singles good as well, but I also like the Mass Mods and Vape S2 mod, which is it's basically a mechanical device. I think it's got a MOSFET in there, a little stubby little device, which I like as well. The Rage was another good one I liked by Desire Design. But really, if I'm going to use a squonk, it'll be the Topside Carbon. Mike, you're going to leave. Go prepare me for the radio broadcast. Italo's Summer Disco Top 50s, 80s on Trend FM and you live on the internet. You asked me to leave now, are you, Tom? I said if people keep talking to me, I'll stay on here for a while longer. But I have just shouted out. Go and check out Tom when he's going very shortly, guys. If people continue to talk to me, I'll continue going. Like I said, I've got the room to myself. Lisa's out in the bedroom. The boys are out at the moment, so we can carry on. I've got another can as well, so we can do another 20 minutes if you like. But do check out Tom Radio Exact. His channel is on there if you want to check it out on trendfm.nu live on the internet. Graham Dring just made up a bread and butter pudding and custard. What's it taste like then, Graham? To be honest, mate, I'm a strict fruit vapor, mate. When I do biscuits or custards, things like that, I don't really like it in a vape. The exception is the banoffee pie by Jackrabbit Vapes. I really did like, and that's a short fill. And but it's not often I pay for short fill prices, but it is very good. Right, Fiona, strawberry and lime with WS23 is a nice home brew. Easy to make, only 3 ingredients. That sounds good, actually, Fiona. I like a nice strawberry and lime cider. Hello, Pam. I love the Revenant Squonk. Never tried any Revenant products, to be honest. Rob Gain, the Nest RDA. I am being sent it by Market Nature Vape, but it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm not sure it's been sent out yet. But yeah, that does look interesting. A bit of a vertical chords RTA. Vertical single mesh RTA, I should say. Yeah, I've not seen the Revenant Squonk. Has that been out a while? Is that an old school one? How much is that? Is that high end? Let's get the old QP out again. Yeah, Fiona, I spoke with Mark on his show the other day, but to be honest, I haven't heard anything since, so I'm not sure when the Nest is actually coming out. He did say it'd be after the bank holiday, though. Yeah, the Nest RTA. I'm not a mesh fan really, but to be honest, that looks cool. If you haven't checked out already, you might want to check out Nature Vape's live videos, because he has had it on there, the Nest RTA. And we've got a little bit of a single mesh in vertical with a cotton wrap round it. It looks very interesting indeed. Really chomping at the bit to get my hands on one of those. Yeah, not sent out yet. Vaporesso Revenant TVL. Hello, Yanis. Can you recommend me the best RDTA for flavour? The best RDTA I have for flavour is the Pyro version 3 RDTA. You can pick up on Le Petit Vapoteur. Someone in chat said they picked it up for €18 earlier in France. There is a code if you want to check it out. If you want 20% off your order this weekend. I'm not affiliated. I'm doing this because I'm sharing it with my wonderful subscribers. But there is the code in chat if you want 20% off. Pyro V2. I paid €21, but I think you can at least get €4 off that this weekend. I'm a fan of mesh now that I've got the Plus V2 mesh deck. Yeah, I hate Steam Crave those, so I won't be promoting them on my channel, mate. If you want a decent one, the Titan Mesh Dual is the one to get. It's absolutely knocks the Plus V2 out for flavour. But yeah, I don't work with Steam Crave anymore, so I love mesh builds, learn how to build it. I'm not an avid fan, to be honest. I prefer coils any day of the week. Juggernaut V2, dual core, this one with a single core. I just think you get a better punch. I think Mark's one, though, the Nest, is good because it's single. So it's more like, it's vertical, I mean. It's more like your sub-ohm tank, like your Zeus X or something like that, sub-ohm tank. See you later, Tom. Cheers, buddy. Everyone check out Tom's radio channel. If you haven't done already, I think he's going on shortly. I will copy it and put it in here. That's what Tom put earlier on, if you want to check out his radio show. But yeah, the Nest looks good, and from what I've seen of it, it looks very good indeed. Yeah, yeah, it was my decision, mate. Basically, they chucked me out of their Facebook group for no particular reason. And I used to post my reviews in there so that they could get their products like advertised for free. And I didn't appreciate being chucked out of their group for no reason. So, yes, we parted ways, mate. So I won't be reviewing any of their stuff anymore. I don't like the way the company works. Other companies have said they've been into price fixing and telling them off for putting their prices too low, stuff like that. So yeah, don't like the way the company works, but fair play if you want to go out and buy it. But you won't find any Steam Crave reviews on my channel anymore because they've all gone. I've made them private because I don't like the way that I've been treated. So there you go. Exactly, Fiona. Fuck Steam Crave. So it's not that I'm not on their Christmas list, mate. I've taken them off my one. Yeah, Adrian. Like I say, at the end of the day, us reviewers, most of us anyway, we do this out of passion. We don't get paid for it. Other reviewers might get income from Patreon. I have no Patreon, I don't have PayPal me, I don't have anything. I don't ask for anything from anyone who watches my reviews. So I used to get sent stuff from Steam Crave and that, but it still takes time to review. I've taken days off to record Steam Crave stuff. So like I say, I'm not doing it for them. If you don't treat me well, I fucking won't treat you well. So it's simple as that. That is why I'm buying my own stuff. I don't want stuff from people. I've got the QP here. I bought it out of my own pocket. I go out and work and I pay for it myself. So what you get from me is honest reviews. Even if I have been sent it, you get an honest review. I'll tell you if it's shit. There's many reviews on the channel that have been, I thought they're shit, and I will tell you they're shit. Just so happens, these QP ones here, both of them I think are awesome, and they don't leak. So yeah, check out the Juggernaut V2 if you haven't done. If you like dual cores, no leaky, fucking awesome flavour, check it out. No worries, Eunice. What is my favourite RTA coil build? Well, I don't really make my own coils. The most I can make is basically using pre-spooled wire. You know, if it might be Clapton, it might be tricore or something like that. But my favourite is a good old Alien. Like I said, I don't build them myself, but I think I've got a couple of Aliens. Actually, I've got quad core fused Claptons in here by Nature Vape, and they absolutely rock in this Juggernaut V2. So anything with a little bit more core mass I like. Aliens, tricore fused Claptons. In this one we've got a little dual core fused Claptons because it's a little bit smaller. I think it works very well in the what's it called? The Gata. You don't need huge cores in this one, but it depends what sort of deck you're using. In the Pyro we've got, not quite sure what we've got now. I think they're probably Aliens, tricore fused, something like that. TB, yeah, I will, mate. I'm sticking to reviewing what I purchased and enjoy as well. Nature Vape's an exception because I get on very well with him. I will be reviewing the Nest RDA very soon when it comes to me. But apart from that, I'll be just buying the stuff that I want to use, and then I might review it if I feel like it. Simple as that. I'm enjoying these little live reviews as well. It's been awesome having you lot in chat. You can, it's because sometimes when you're doing reviews, you sit down for the day, you set all your stuff up. You could be recording for a whole day. You might knock out 4 or 5 reviews. Then you're spending the next few days editing it. With a live review, you've seen it. If you want to watch the playback, you can. I know it's a little bit longer than normal, but I'm just finding it less stress. I work all week. This is a bit of a release for me. I can do a live review. People can join in to the chat. You're seeing a live build. You know how long it's going to take. Yes, it's going to take longer because there's no editing, but I'm just enjoying it, doing it this way at the moment, guys. So really appreciative of you lot tuning in today. I've been vaping the Gata all day, everyone, for the last 3 weeks. Never had a drop, leet out, and a quick wick once a week. Low maintenance, great flavour, and looks good. I concur with that, Fiona. The only time I put this away was a few days ago because I cleaned it up for the actual review. But single core mode, this is a fucking flavour chaser. It really is a flavour chaser. Bottom airflow, but I haven't seen not one speck of juice on there or on the base. There you go. Absolutely bone dry on the base. So the threads are really nice. The O-ring tolerances are really nice. Same with the Juggernaut V2. This is my favourite tank of the moment. We don't get any dramas with it. Wick it up. I'll take it apart, in fact. Let's show you what it looks like. If you didn't catch my review last week, you can do. Just check out my channel, subscribe, and have a look last week's. But we'll just go down low and show you the V2 here. Get rid of that jizz rag. There you go. Look how clean that is. I've had that wick in there about, I think it's over a week, and look at that. And we've got Just Jam strawberry in there. Fucking lovely. If you haven't checked the review out, check it out. But basically you've got side airflow. How can I do this? But you see that little ramp in the middle? It's coming up underneath and hitting the side, the bottom as well. But the flavour is really good. It's a little bit weird, the airflow at first, because it's coming from the top. But look how clean that is. That's a week's worth of use using Just Jammy, and it's absolutely awesome. So definitely one of my favourite tanks because we don't get the leaking, and it looks good as well. If you put a straight glass on there, you can put your own tips on there if you don't like that. I just like the recurve tip because it vapes very well indeed. So that is the Juggernaut V2. So like I say, yes, they cost a little bit more, the old QP Design stuff. I paid about €58 for that, but you get what you pay for. The threads are nice, the tolerances, O-ring tolerances are nice, and we don't get leaking. and it just feels money well spent, in my opinion. Yeah, Pam, it is impressive. Fatality M25 I've got, and that's awesome. It's a different experience. I like this one. The M25 doesn't leak, to be honest. It's funny. QP have got it to a T. The one thing is with the M25, I did get some problems with the O-rings. It used to piss out the bottom, and I had to replace them with slightly thicker O-rings. The review is on the channel for the M25, so I did have some troubles with that, but replaced all the O-rings and it works a treat. But that is another cracking flavour tank, and the review is on the channel if you want to check that one out. But for me, JK 28mm, it looks pretty cool on my 30mm mod here. You can put it on the Aegis Max. That's the other thing. I will be reviewing this because what I like about it, single 21-700, but look at the size of that plate. You can fit 32s on there with no overhang. So even if you've got a Ragnar or something like that, you're not going to get much overhang. But put that on there. There you go. Single 21-700, nice and lightweight. This is one I take out when I go for a walk or in the car because it's not too heavy. But yeah, Aegis Max, I am a bit of an Aegis lover. Let's put it up to, put it all the way, 100 watts. Here we go. Hits like a trooper, this one. Yes, the battery isn't going to last all day if you're going to be constantly vaping, but it's great. But yeah, I highly recommend QP. They've done some really good tanks. Fatality 28, I don't think you can get it anymore, but I've got a clone of it. Got it from Fastech, and it's awesome. Exactly, Fiona. Worth it. Buy cheap, buy twice. With QP, you're getting quality. I must admit, the M25 had a few issues, but I just changed the O-rings. Sorry, I missed chat then. Let's scroll up and have a look. Have a look at the Revenant Delta. It's a push to squonk, not pump one-way valve, but fill fast fill. Do you feel from the top though? I don't like squonking, mate, unless it's a top side where you can take the top off and fill from the top. I'm not really a squonk lover because it's too messy. I think this way works well. Thank you, Daryl. The live reviews are great. If you can't be arsed editing and recording, just hit live and away you go. Yes, Fiona, indeed. Sub M Silver, much more organic, natural style of reviewing, warts and all. Great stuff. Appreciate it, buddy. I like the Fatality. Yeah, the Fatality 25 or 28, if you can get it, are awesome tanks. Rob, I think the lives are great. Very honest reviews because there's no creative editing or jump cuts, and they're a perfect time for me. Just saying. Saturday afternoon's good for you then, Rob. Nice one. Impressive, Pam said. Right, definitely picking this one up soon. Yeah, I think you will enjoy it, Fee. Like I say, it might take a day or two for the cotton to bed in, is what I found with this one. But once it does, the flavour just pops. Yeah, Graham, I must admit, the intake dual and single are very good on the cores as well. But this JK, it just feels nice. I love it. I like the look of it. I like the QP logo. That's the thing. The QP logo just looks a little bit more high end. It's not high end, but it's a little bit more high end. My Aegis packed up. What, have you got the Aegis Max there, Graham? Because I've got the Aegis X, so I've had that since last autumn, and that's still working. I use that a hell of a lot as well. Bottom fill, no mess or leaks. I disagree. If you're bottom filling your squonk bottles, is that what you mean, the squonk bottles? I just think the other thing is getting a squonk connector. You put it on and then squeeze it on. But I'm not quite sure if you're talking about squonk bottles or the actual tank. Aegis 11 is heavy but reliable, constantly provides an impressive clout. Yeah, I haven't got the Legend, but I've got the Aegis X and the Max, Neil. And I can't fault them. They're cheapish as well. You can pick them up for probably less than, what, 40 quid, 45, 50 quid. I think they're good. Catch you later, Simon. Nice one, brother. Right, guys, we have got 13 minutes. I'm going to go off at 6 o'clock. Let you all catch up with your dinners or whatever. Got one more can there we can have. No bottle internal tank. Oh, what? Is that like a billet box or something like that? I thought you said it was a squonker, Pam. Let me have a look for it. What's it called? Right, we got 36 still in here. Big love to you all. I absolutely adore you for checking in the channel. Right, we have done the review for the Gata RTA. Does mouth to lung and direct to lung. I couldn't do both builds in here because we've only got one tank and it would have just been too messy to try and do both. But yeah, the review, if you want to, when we've uploaded this, finish the live, which will probably be another 10 minutes or so, you can rewind the video and check out my review and build for the direct to lung version of it. But yeah, mouth to lung version, it works very well, really good flavour, but a little bit too loose for a true mouth to lung. Direct to lung, I think it's a killer, proper flavour, one of the best flavours you're going to get from a single core tank. Delta Revenant. Right, let's have a look at this and I might put it on the screen. Not heard of it, to be honest. Whoops, just knock everything over. Right, do a little window catcher. See if I can find it. Right, it's that little bad boy there. Right, there we are. That's what it looks like, the old Delta Revenant. It's a little bit colourful, that particular one, isn't it? That is it. Yeah, that's funny. I haven't seen that one before. Call me a reviewer. I don't know half the stuff that's out here, man. Yeah, cheers for pointing that one out. How much are we talking? How much was that, Pam? Don't think they make mods like they used to. Got the original Sigelli 100C, must be at least 6 years old, but still going like new. Yeah, I've got some mods that they do, mate. 2 or 3 years ago, I've still got the Wild Wolf. I know a lot of people had troubles with that. It still works pretty well for me. I've got the Smock GX 350, still going strong. It's got to be 3 or 4 years. I had 1 or 2 Sigellis pack up on me there. There's a black and red. Right, I've picked the one that's in rainbow, it looks like, isn't it? But yeah, that's the Revenant. I will have to check that one out. Just take that off for a minute. Right, anyway, guys, where are we? 32 in the house. Like I say, if you wouldn't mind just hitting the thumbs up icon, we are going to go in the next 5 minutes. So if you got anything quick you want to ask me, please do so. But I've really enjoyed the review. I quite like this format. We will try and do it as a regular thing. We will get the Aegis Max up. I'll try and do RTAs because they're a little bit more interesting, or RDAs. I think we're going to go for the Pyro V3 next Saturday afternoon. But yeah, I will check that one out. How much did you pay for it, Pam? Let's have a look on here. Trouble is, remember, we're in the UK. I'm not sure they sell a lot of Revenant stuff. 80 quid. It looks like £80. So it's quite a pricey one then. Fiona, Le Petit Vapoteur is where I bought it. In fact, I'll get it up on the screen. We got a code on this weekend. That's the code on the chat there, Fiona. I'll try and get this screenshot on there for you. Juggernaut. Right, just trying to find a Juggernaut V2 on Le Petit Vapoteur. Like I say, if you want to check out a... if you want to create an account, it gets cheaper. It's another £11 off. If I just put the screenshot in here... Right, this little bad boy here. Right, that's the Juggernaut V2. This weekend you'll get in 20% off if you put that code I put in here. Rentree 20, I think it is. Just let me check my phone. It's 55. Create an account and I think you'll get it cheaper because I'm sure it did with me. And every time you buy something with them, you get pounds off. So that there, I'll get £5 off my next purchase because it was €50. So the more you buy, the more you get off. If you spend over $29.90, you get a free delivery, even from France. So I live in the UK. We got no custom charges because we're still effectively in the EU. So check it out. That's why I keep plugging it. It's a really good deal, this one. I paid €58 a few weeks ago for it, but at the moment you're getting it for 55. It comes up 66. If you look at it on it without logging in, it says 66. But if you create an account, you might need to pay a little bit more the first time, but it will be slightly cheaper. But we got 20% off, so even if it's 66, you're getting 12 off there anyway. But that's how much I can pay. If I got another 20% off, we got £11 off, 44 quid it's going to be for me this weekend because I've already got an account. Fucking hell. There you go. But yeah, they do it in black and in silver. Stainless steel. Delivery took 3 or 4 days from France. So basically they're based in Cherbourg. You just bought the Profile RDT. Yeah, I saw that. It looks pretty good, that one, ABC, isn't it? But it is a very good shop because every time you buy something, you're going to get points back. And we're talking £1 per 55. If you spend 50, you're getting £5 back on your next order. So it is worth using. Yeah, I have used Source more. I bought the Aries V2, both of them, Graham. It takes a little bit longer, about 7 to 9 days, I found. But France, it's only taken, it says 3 days to the UK. It might take 3 or 4. I'll tell you another place. If you want an Evdillo, look on eSig1. They're $29.99 this weekend. No worries, Pam. But yeah, Le Petit Vapoteur is the place that I've been using, and they work very well indeed. Just going to take that off. Like I say, this is free advertising. I don't get paid anything for it. AVC, I'm thinking about getting the Aston RTA. What's it like in single coil direct to lung? Because that's what I like, the way it's got those 2 holes underneath. That's the thing. If you're based in the EU, guys, you're in the customs union, basically, so you're not going to get customs charges for things. It's when you buy stuff from China or Canada or somewhere like that, you might have to pay custom charges. All right, Fiona, hope you get on all right with them. I can't vouch that it will be 3 days, but that's what it was for me, 3 or 4 days. What's up, Chris? No worries, mate. I'm going to be going very shortly because we have been on for 2 hours now. It is supposed to be a little review, but had an awesome time today, guys. Got 33 still watching, which is awesome. Yeah, so quick fire questions, guys, and I'm going to be going very shortly, all right? Nice to know, Ricky. He's used Petty and I'm in the US. Haven't paid any customs. Usually have it in about a week. Yeah, to UK 3 or 4 days, guys. Oh, you're Aussie, are you, Pam? Just single coil mic, direct to lung. It's restrictive, but good. Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw we got the 2 little holes underneath, but I'm thinking it looks better maybe for direct to lung, looking at the size of those airflow slots, Kieran. No worries, Pam. Big love to you all. Anyone who has just checked in, we have done the Gata RTA here. I think it's very good, especially in direct to lung mode, but it does work in mouth to lung. If you want to see the full review, check out the rerun of this. And the first hour and 20 minutes, we've got the live review and building it. So, yeah, if you could do that, it'd be awesome if you want to check it out. It might take a couple of hours to render, but it will be there. Yes, in Australia, QP is very popular here. Yeah, QP seems to be very popular everywhere. That's why I got in there, because these sort of tanks don't stay around forever. Like, it's very hard to get the original Fatality anywhere. I've only got the clone for that one. But anyway, guys, I think we are going to wrap it up now because I want to give the room back to everyone else. No worries, Pam. The review is on there. It will take a little bit longer than a normal review because I was doing it totally live. We've got no editing going on, which makes it a little bit more interesting. And I've still lost the Ultim insert out of my tank, which I'm going to have to try and find it in a minute. Had a real good time today, guys. Everyone that has interacted in chat, you are absolutely awesome. Like I said a few times through the review, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a thumbs up icon, it helps with the analytics, helps my videos get up on the search results, which means more people can watch it, which makes me feel better if they do. So that would be awesome. If you're new to the channel, you're new around these parts, if you could please hit the subscribe button. We're going to have more of these live reviews coming up in amongst other reviews when I get time off work as well. I'm not going to have the latest and greatest every time, but the stuff that I do enjoy is going to be recorded and reviewed, or done like in this way in a live review. Yeah, I saw the Fatal mod, Rob. It's only 2700, so it's not got 21700, mate. Cheers, Chris. And yeah, like I want to say again, guys, it's been really awesome sharing the company with yourselves today. Next Saturday, I think I might do another one, hopefully. Next Saturday afternoon, we're going to get the Pyro V3 RDTA. Now, I'm not an RDTA lover, but you might want to check this one out because the flavour is really good indeed. Everyone in chat, I'll give you a few shout outs if you're saying cheers to me. We got Chris Dawes, we got Jackie, Prambriety, Giggle. Good time, thanks, Mike. Hopefully do it again soon. Cheers, Graham. Cheers, Neil. Subhome Silver Reviews. Check out his channel, guys, if you want to. He's also an eSig Click reviewer, so does written reviews. No worries, Pam. So everyone else out there, people who just watched and haven't gone in the chat, no worries. Big love to you all. And I will catch you probably same sort of time next week, guys. So take care of yourselves.